These past few days have been bittersweet to say the least. What do I mean? We'll get right into it. So howdy everyone, this is Devlog14, and boy did I change so many things. God, so many. As you can see, we have a new HUD here. This isn't gonna stay permanently. I was experimenting with things and realized maybe I don't like this so much. But yeah, first things though, I changed the menu UI. I consolidated everything like this sort of menu and combined the party menu. I'm trying to reduce the amount of menus you have to go into because I'm not sure if that was necessary. So yeah, let's change some other things. Show you some other things I changed. Firstly, I took some liberty of making some UI adjustments to the summary menu UI, or sorry, the summary UI. I changed the EXP tab that is usually located on the very back tab and changed that to the front, and also made it the place where you get to see what your Genovor looks like. So that's there. Over here in the second page, I combined several aspects of the old existing pages. For example, the traits, the stats, the general info, the type of pod it's caught in, ignore this, the type, the egg group, and this new thing called fertility, which will be used for breeding, which is another thing I'm going to be adding down the line. I'm going to try to streamline it, making it a little easier. There's a reason why this fertility is there. It's not to make things necessarily difficult. You'll see when I eventually make that. But yeah, I also added the stat allocator. Whoa! God, I just got some burpage. Anyways, I added a stat allocating menu here as well, so straight from the summary menu, so you can add stats as you want, and it's all hunky-dory. It's great. If you want to do it faster, I'm going to add a button for it later, but you press B and you can add things 5 at a time. Not a huge, not completely life-changing, but it'll make things a little bit easier. And yeah, now onto the very last page here. I combined the learn sets and the generation library into one page, and we'll just call it learn sets for now. The way you navigate through this page is you press C, you get the option between the learn set and the library. Let's click learn set, and here we have detailed information on what our generations do, and their power, their cost, their cooldown, plenty of things, So that's there. Now, if we go to the generation library, we get the same. But from this menu here, this is every single generation that this Genovor has ever learned and can learn. So let's say for whatever reason I wanted to reteach this thing Fireball. I can absolutely do that. So we'll go into here, change out Chomp for Fireball, and now we have Fireball here as a generation. Say I added it on here because I needed a cheaper fire generation. There we go. Now it's there. So that's the new summary menu. And yeah, so that's the new stuff I've made, like UI wise. I'm pretty sure I've gone over these things. This is going to be a test terminal. Terminal will function like this, but it's not going to look exactly like this. Yeah, the way I have a new vision for this game going forward, where I'm going to drop the story-driven narrative. Kind of, I guess. There's always some sort of story in games, but it's not going to be so story-focused, and I'm doing so because I want to change the character into a cool cyborg character with a suit of armor, because I just think that's fucking sick. I think you guys might think it's sick too. The idea is I'm going to call them the Hollowborn, and the main plot of that whole thing is that you wake up disheveled in a new era, and before your task was to be a tamer enforcer for a company, and now you're kind of displaced and you're trying to figure out what your purpose is. That's the new main thing. So that title screen in the beginning, that's not going to be anything towards the plot, so I'm probably going to change the image of that soon, and the title, because it's no longer Fervent Dream. So yeah, with that, we'll get into the new battle UI here. Oh yeah, this is the new elevator thing I was working on as well. Let me know what you guys think about it. This is how you'll traverse through missions and maps with this thing. So yeah, let's get right into that. So this is the new battle UI, guys. I changed a lot of things majorly, as you can see. I've consolidated things majorly. I just figured that this would be a way better thing, because previous iterations of this UI was way too jam-packed and kind of just in your face, and it took away from the battles, in my opinion. So when I completely finish this UI thing, this is just the early iteration of it, still adding stuff to it. It'll be finished once I finish this new mechanic, which the new mechanic also houses the rend mechanic thing that you can use to not be stuck in an endless battle sort of thing. But this will all be relevant in a future video. But for now, I'm going to keep it a mystery until I'm ready to finish the feature and disclose how it works. So as you can see here, I, put all the buttons that you need for running away, switching out, recharging, and you won't be able to use any healing items in battle, but you will be able to catch things. So there's a designated button for just pods, and that looks like this now. Currently I only have so many pods. Also, I gotta update this button stuff because I'm changing from C and Z to E and Q because I forgot that C is the button for confirming things. So that was an oopsie on my behalf. It wouldn't be a gym video if I didn't have some sort of oopsie I had displayed for you guys. Oh, and that is my alarm. I'm about to catch a flight in a bit, so I'm like really crushing it, but I know I promised a video, so I'm working on that. So yeah, this is what the Switch UI looks like, and that is also a bug. I gotta fix that. I will. So yeah, this is all that really changed. The AI with this Homo right now, because it's at a type disadvantage, it'll keep going for status generations. I gotta work on fixing that where it doesn't do that all the time. So I already know it's gonna go for dig, so I'm gonna go for Savage Yell, which is my only generation that can hit it without wasting my AP. So go ahead and do that. See, it's gonna dig here, gain some evasion. Oh yeah, status is now popped down there. That's what this little gap is for. And also will display their types. But I'm thinking about maybe like hiding that if you haven't seen the Genovor. I'm still deciding. Yeah, regardless, that's how that's working. Yeah, this is, well, let's test out swap mechanic here. And we'll hit this one more with a bird and tail. He evaded the attack. He's also gonna hit us with bird and tail. I need to update how that looks, so that's still kind of choppy in my opinion. Hit him with a Gale Green. What's he going for? Bird and tail. That's his hard. Alrighty. So yeah, that's what the new UI looks like. One other thing that I forgot that I'm going to probably get rid of is this day-night system. It was cool. It was a cool idea for the original thing I had planned out, but ultimately it's not going to work. I'm thinking about just setting one certain time depending on what missions you go on. And this is just a visual demonstration of how missions will generally go. There's some sort of task objective that you do. You go in through levels. And this could be for like a boss battle, for example. By the way, this is just a test level that I was working on to see how it would look like. And then you go on the lift platform, you get sent right back to the main base. And that's the gameplay reset loop. So yeah, that's everything that I've been working on thus far. I mean, there's more, but I feel like that'd be too much for one video. So yeah, next time we will go over the new mechanic, I'll just tell you what I'm calling. I'm calling it Team Generations, and it requires team synergy to be its most effective. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll also go over some map building, world building stuff. Yeah, so thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I gotta get going. See ya.